going to try to keep this as simple as possible because I'm working on a longer version, but I want to get this out today for reasons I'll get into later. On Tuesday, I had a big confrontation with Mark Nemchek on the Las Vegas Strip. Those videos are posted. And probably if you watch them, or if you do watch them after watching this, you'll be you'll notice or be really disturbed by a couple of things, but especially an accusation that Mike and Mark Nemchek and their goon, Brandon Acosta, yell out again and again and again, which is that I'm a pedophile, which is not true. As I've said many times, everything Mark Nemchek says is not true, because he's a complete, utter fraud, a con man with no decency whatsoever, and also brought up a lot lately that he's using now, as I'm closing in on him, more and more of these turning the tables tactics, where scammers start to tell lies about the person who's exposing them in order to discredit them to the public or intimidate them, make them stop. And one of the most effective ways to do that is with these, so-called big lies that are so shocking that you have to question the person who's exposing them. And nothing, of course, could be more disgusting or discrediting to somebody than calling them a pedophile. I obviously can disprove that accusation easily. Anybody who wants can see my police record and everything. My name is out there in the course of these videos. But the real reason that I can prove it is even better, and it's that I can not only prove that that I'm not guilty of that disgusting, heinous type of crime, but I can prove that Mark Nemchek made up that lie specifically to turn the tables on me. And even more specifically, to get me fired from Walgreens, which is the place where all this started, where I confronted him on my day off back on April 28th.
Excuse me. Your name is Mark Nemchek, right?
What?
Your name is Mark Nemchek?
Who wants to know?
Me.
What?
And you might be asking, how can you possibly do that? It's your word against his. Well, that's what this is about. Let me introduce you to Kendra Justice. We have seen her before in one video, actually two, because there's this one, and there's also a much more recent one that I've posted, which is the Mark Nemchek Can Walk video. She's seen there standing on the street corner with Mark Nemchek. So here's the backstory. On November 2nd of this year, I was able to have an interview with her. Again, trying to keep it simple, leaving details out. The point of this was that Kendra is the longtime girlfriend, on again, off again, sometime fiance of Mike Nemchek. Always again the son of Mark Nemchek, obviously. And she said she was turning over a new leaf, which is confirmed by other people around her. And she wanted to get the truth out about Mike's pretty dark and disturbing life with her. She also wanted, in exchange for information in that interview, she wanted me to take down this video, which is one that I ripped from her own TikTok and then posted on mine with these captions saying what the evidence suggested, essentially. But here's the point. In the course of this interview, I asked her about many things, But one of the things I asked her about was to confirm information that I'd been getting, which is that the Nimchiks had been spreading lies about me all over Fremont Street. Basically, that I'm homeless, that I'm crazy, that I'm a fugitive. And the kicker, the big lie, that I'm a pedophile, which obviously is not true, because if you know anything about Mark Nemchek, you know that everything he says is lie. And this interview confirms not only that he invented it, that he did it for the purpose of getting me fired at Walgreens. And it's coming back out now because you saw it on November 21st, 3 days ago, during the confrontation I had with them on the Strip. And first, let's play those accusations that they were throwing at me about pedophile this, pedophile that. And then I'm going to play you the clip of the actual interview.
What's the matter? What's the matter, Jonathan Tate? A pedophile. Get out of here, pedophile. Why you grabbed the girl's ass?
Call the police!
Girl. How does it feel grabbing a little 9-year-old girl's ass, huh? Pedophile. You're a pedophile. You like grabbing 9-year-old girls' ass, right? You fucking pedophile? He's a pedophile. A fucking pedophile grabbing a 9-year-old girl.
They're liars. They're scammers.
Get out of here.
Don't listen to
Get
them.
out of here. Come on, pedophile. Get the fuck out of here. Grabbing a fucking little girl's ass. Get out of here. Fucking pedophile. 9-year-old girl's ass. How the fuck you feel about that, huh? Cause I'm gonna tell you nobody's fucks with a real
Back into a corner, mother.
What a pedophile.
Don't listen to him. He's lying about everything.
So I'm actually gonna go outside and smoke a cigarette, so...
Did he ever talk about trying to get me fired at Walgreens?
Do what?
Justin's not doing that.
Okay. I know Mark had brought that up a few times.
Did he show them a fake restraining order?
Showed a fake restraining order, said that you touched a 9-year-old girl's butt. And that's what got you
How
fired.
do you tell that too?
CJ? Security guard over there?
Details?
I don't know. He only was very vague.
He told CJ that I touched a 9-year-old girl's butt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you want to put it, you know,
Mark said that, or
Mark said that, not Michael. Because the night that happened, Michael wasn't on Fremont. And she could vouch for that. Because I was in the hospital that night. Michael was with me. He was at Valley. Michael was with me that night when Pop pulled that shit.
that CJ said?
Oh no, I haven't really talked to him about it because I don't go down to Fremont.
Because his entire demeanor toward me changed on a dime.
Because of Mark.
We were kind of good, and he was bad on myself. Then suddenly he
Because he's on Mike and Mark's side.
yeah, and that goes back,
Equals buddies with him.
and that goes back to the whole conspiracy theory side.
I need to step outside for a cigarette, so if you want to continue this conversation outside with your computer, cool. But I need a cigarette before I snap.
Yeah.
Then, 2 weeks later, on November 17th, Brandon Acosta writes 2 comments to a TikTok video saying that Mark Nemchek is a real vet, and then he begins to send me private messages, one of which is this one. I posted a video about these messages at the time. I believe that the specific pedophile lie was thrown at me specifically because Thomas Scalgione is a convicted child sex offender, and that was Nemchek's partner in the 9/11 truck scam.
Keep it coming. Who's Thomas Scalgione?
Come on.
Who's Thomas Scalgione?
Come on.
Who's Thomas Scalgione? He was your partner. He was your partner. And he went to prison for child molestation, didn't he?
Come on.